Hello, fellow watchers and enjoyers. Ash and Piggy here, bringing you Watching Walford episode 94. We're only 6 away from 100, which was a milestone I never thought we would ever get to in our lives.
Well, who knows? We might be dead by then. Who knows?
What's happening this time?
I don't know.
What horrific world events happening now?
I don't know. I heard England got a German manager.
Did they?
Apparently. Because I seen a post where it's like the England football
You're
team.
saying it like that fucking ginger kid doing the interview.
Apparently.
Yeah,
because
Thomas Tuchel. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck is that?
He's a German man, I think.
Yeah, I want to know what his credentials are.
Because it's funny, because I seen like there's this meme, I don't know if you've ever seen it, where it's just this bald geezer outside standing against the wall saying utter woke nonsense. And then I seen when they announced it.
Oh, that's Sean Dyche.
Yeah. So I fucking seen that. Like, England.
Hold up, he's the guy who managed to fucking Bayern Munich in one of their worst runs. I don't know him. I don't know Southgate either, but it'll be anything better than Lee Carsley, who is shit. So yeah, there we are. All right. So this is a Watching Walford podcast. It's episode 94. Today's episode is going to cover the biggest storylines and takeaways from week 36 of 2024. All the episodes from the 14th of October all the way to the 17th of October. And there are a bunch of sub-stories here, so we'll rattle through those as and when, but the main are at the end. Bianca has a doctor's appointment, tries to figure out what's wrong with her. A cat hides away. Junior plays with fire. Teddy consoles Barney, and then the Barney stuff will go into the Sookie and Eve engagement party, and then Jack betraying Penny again. And I'll make everybody keenly aware. I'm a Penny supporter in this. I think Penny's been really hard done by here. So I will not take any of the slander. But as is always, as is customary, how you doing, mate? How you been? What you been up to, etc. You keep talking. I'm gonna shut that fucking curtain.
I've been doing good. I've just been on Instagram and shit, looking at memes, as I usually do. Nice to see Ashley's lovely joggers. It's wonderful. Just chillaxing, watching some wrestling with Ash. Recorded a recent DCW. That was good. Not much else has happened. How have you been?
Yeah, been alright. Fucking. Oh, look at me, lighted well, or lit well. Fucking. Get fucking sunned in the eye. Fuck off.
Yeah.
Cinema. Alright. Yeah, it's been a weird week. I did that thing, the thing that you do and then you hate yourself afterwards. I stepped on a scale. I'm like, oh, for fuck's sake. Because it turned out as... at the start of the year, I was like, oh yeah, no, I'll fucking exercise. I'll go on walks. Didn't really manage that till about June or whatever. And from June, I've been on at least a walk a day, being a bit more active. And now it feels wrong to not go on a walk. But I stepped on the scales. I was heavier than I wanted to be. And then went, fuck it. I'm going to sign up to the gym. So now here I am 2 days later. I'm sore. I'm tired. I'm irritable. And
sorry,
he's having a sneeze. I'm sore, I'm tired, I'm irritable, and we are still here. But 2 days in the gym, pretty good, and pretty good time. I'm enjoying myself. Yeah. Back to actually getting all the normal shit done. I worked a bit more on the Hollyoaks this week. I'm kind of 3/4 of the way through the second draft, and I can't imagine there'll be a third major draft. I'll probably just put some jokes in there or whatever. But it's getting closer and closer to completion. We are nearing the end of our watching all the Christmases. Well, watching the last 10 Christmases. We just did 2018, so we got 3 more weeks?
Yep.
before we'll be done.
4 roughly.
And then I'll first piece together like a fucking narrated one by me, and there'll also be a second one where we do it in our normal podcasty format. I mean, just kind of shoot the shit about what we liked and what we didn't like.
That will probably be recorded in person if I had to guess.
Probably. And probably work timeline wise.
But yeah, we also do have to re-record an intro for 2018 because the AI voice was a bit too long. But
it was a long one.
But yeah, Christmas 2018. My plan for that one is I'm gonna make it public as well. Oh, he's taking the jumper off. I'm planning on making that one public, so you could actually see why we hate Alfie 2018. And yeah, I was just saying, probably gonna make 2018 one of the public ones, just so you can see why we hate Alfie.
Right, it just completely ruins the perception of Alfie Moon.
Yeah, you can slow because it's also there will be C words said in that video because we do say a few C words, and I'm not gonna be asked going around going you, like you. Exactly. So you get a few C words. So Merry Christmas, I guess.
Merry Christmas. Yeah. Oh, fucking hell. It's yikes. But yeah, been a busy week. Still watching Grey's. Still enjoying Grey's Anatomy. I'm season 4. I think I'm episode 10 or 11 as of recording. It's still a fucking great show. If anybody's not seen Grey's and you just want something that you can binge like a motherfucker, they're long ass seasons. It's like a 40-minute episode. There's like 20 episodes at least a season. It's pretty good. It's a very enjoyable fucking show. Especially if you're a soap enjoyer, it's also a pretty good fucking one to watch. It's very bingeable, and sometimes you just need a lot of bulk. You need something that you can just watch a lot of, and that is exactly how I describe Grey's. But no spoilers, you bastards. No fucking spoilers.
I seen this weird tweet. I don't know if you've seen it. Where this person went trigger warning. I'm bringing up the Austrian painter. Trigger warning. Where this tweeter put. By the way, did you guys know Adolf's a paedophile? He did it as a 17-year-old. I'm like, yeah. In the grand scheme of things, love, that's not important. But it was funny because someone put like a bald guy kicking a chair going Adolf in the afterlife getting cancelled again for being a paedophile. And then a rough comment I read was somebody put 17 for me, 6 million for you. And I thought, oh Jesus.
Fuck's sake.
And then someone put underneath it, deduct everything 10 points. I'm sorry, but it was one of the tweets I seen which I'm like, that is funny in a sense, because it's like, in the grand scheme of things, that's not the important bit here in history. But yeah,
you're not wrong.
I was just looking at that and I found it funny. But I've also read reviews for the new Life is Strange game, and it's something. Because obviously the first 2 chapters came out, so I will give a bit of a brief backstory. I love Life is Strange 1. It was the game where you chose whether you can have a lesbian woman in your life, or you can save an entire town and your lesbian friend gets shot. I'm
picking the lesbian friend every single time.
And
sorry to break it to everyone.
And I've read all the comics as well. And I've seen in Life is Strange 2 what they do, where they say Max and Chloe went around the world and visit David in a trailer park wherever he lives, out in the desert. And basically in the 4th one, since Max Caulfield is the main character, you can't really satisfy people because you have to canonize both endings, which is where you run into problems. And the problem we ran into was the fact that they went, okay, you can have Max and Chloe, but they broke up. And
it's shit because you want the happy ending.
Yeah, you want, and we've seen in the comics they get the happy ending. We've seen in the game they get a happy ending, and
Hmm.
but it's just like what are you doing? Like I could be wrong, and it comes out in 2 weeks' time, like the other two chapters, so it could be redeemed. But just when I heard like they broke up, I'm like, oh. But I understand in a sense because she did kill her mother because of her tornado, so you can see why. Um,
Yeah, I played a bit of Life is Strange. I remember I played it with Jake one time, but I wasn't gonna pay for it, so I saw like the first two chapters or something, and then I just heard him having horror stories. He got really into it. He just cried a lot. He just cried a lot of tears
it's it's it's
about that game.
it's a fairly emotional game to some people and not to others. So I can understand both sides of it because the dialogue is a bit shit, but I can excuse that. But yeah,
It is a bit eccentric.
just like it's like at the end of the game where it's like you could save the tower, you could save your best friend. And like I don't care if that was me and Ash that situation. I'm saving Ash all the time. Fuck that.
Yeah, yeah. I'm not fucking wasting it.
Um,
Fuck, fuck all these people I don't know. I'm going for the people that matter.
So yeah, it's a bit weird. I haven't seen what the other options are. But that's the only option I've really seen, and it seems to upset a lot of people. But hopefully, chapter 4 and 5 redeem it, and she does appear. I know the original voice actor won't come back for the game because she's with animators or not animators, voice actors on strike or whatever it's called. Ashley Birch, I believe, is
Yeah.
the woman's name. So it'll probably be a recast.
Sorry, fucking. For some reason, I don't know why I'm saying this now, but just because it's kind of funny. Apparently, wrestler RVD Rob Van Dam has made a site called Only Wrestlers, which is basically OnlyFans but not.
Well, so wrestlers can upload their nudes.
Um, uh, it said it's everyone's heard of OnlyFans, so he made a website called Only Wrestlers, and it's pretty much the same concept. So yes, basically,
All right,
it sounds like an interesting idea.
it does.
Um,
Don't think it'll overtake
but
OnlyFans. Niche
sounds odd.
genre. I'm, I mean, I'm sad John Cena's OnlyFans got deleted.
Poor bastard.
Yeah, I thankfully didn't have to pay for any of the videos. He just uploaded them for free, and it was a free subscription, so I was happy.
There we are. That's funny. Just wrestlers being like, yeah, let's just do what currently works and let's just do the same thing. It's like, yeah, but
Also,
who's going to swap over? They're already making bank on OnlyFans.
Rob Van Dam's also like a massive stoner, which is good fun. Um, uh, he also makes his own rollies, I believe, like his own like rolling paper, I believe.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
I believe when he got inducted to the Hall of Fame, he gifted like one to the boss and one to the CEO, and it was just you just see
And he
him.
also got his own CBD company.
He
Yeah, he
does.
does CBD. Oh,
Fucking
yeah.
he's
I'm not sure
making
why this
bank.
tangent exists, but it does.
But I will say my favorite RVD story just for people here is he was in a company called Impact Wrestling, and during the pandemic they would stream episodes on their like Twitch channel, and what happened
Yeah.
was his girlfriend has big bubbas. Hopefully I don't need to allude on that. And basically, there's a segment where he's in bed with his wife and another woman, I believe, and Twitch thought it was nudity, so they banned Impact. And Impact were like, it's a wrestling segment, it's not a porno.
It's not
Trust me.
porno, we swear. But yeah, enough about wrestling that nobody cares about except for us. I don't even care about this topic that much. Who the fuck cares about them making a fucking website that's never gonna fucking pay off? Like the only way it would work is if you actually were close friends with people and you go, yeah, we'll actually pay you to come on this site. Oh, sick, yeah, banging. But yeah, what else been going on? What else has been happening? Not much, really. I'm still tired as fuck. I'm still tired. But I don't know. I don't know what we do about that. We just bustle through it. It's a busy time of year. We got the date of you coming over finalized.
Yeah, either the 4th or the 5th. I can come up and meeting some people on the Saturday and the Sunday. And if Ash's not
Yeah.
seeing a movie on the Monday, I'll be coming up to Ash on the Monday or on the Tuesday, and I'll be staying there till the Friday. I'm probably definitely going to have a shower there because I'll be fucking travelling for 3 days non-stop. And I'm not going into someone's house that I barely, well, I do know them, but I'm not going into like a person's house I'm meeting for the first time going, can I use your shower, please? I feel awkward. And plus they've cats and dogs, and that dog's fucking massive. Hagrid's a massive dog, and I'm like, imagine showering, and then you look behind you, you just see this massive dog, I think it's a Doberman, just standing above you, just like, hello, big boy. I'm scared. But yeah, I'm meeting Flora and Rose either on the Saturday or Sunday. I'm probably meeting Flora on the Saturday and Rose on the Sunday. Rose is obviously going to come
separately?
up and...
You meeting them separately?
No, he's coming up on the Sunday. He's working on the Saturday. We also might squeeze in to meet Louis. We would have invited you, but I went, there's no point. He's not. It's near Christmas.
Yeah, don't really want to spend the money on like a fucking £100 train ticket each.
Yeah, so I'm going up there on the Saturday. I'll be coming back on the Monday. I'll be going up there from London to fucking Wales on the Monday. Near Wales, I should say. So yeah, it's going to be good fun. I probably won't get in until about 3 or 4, but yeah, that'll be it. So yeah. I'm looking forward to meeting new people as well. I get to meet new people and stuff. Might go for
it's cool. It's cool that you found more people to visit.
Exactly. They were like, we should invite Ash. And I'm like, he's not going to do it. Let's be real, he's not. He's not.
Like I could go, but like, you know, we'd still meet up at some point next year.
Yeah, we will.
You know, like as long as it goes well, there's room to do it again.
The only person we have to be scared of meeting in real life is the actor, Louis Copeland. The Louis Copeland. He is a man. That's all I can say. He's a man with knowledge.
He's a bit outrageous sometimes.
He's very outrageous. He's very, very outrageous. Votes reform. I believe he told me that. Votes reform. That's probably a joke. Just in case someone actually does go over to his channel and make fun of him. That's a joke.
I mean, if somebody finds their channel through us talking about him, fucking someone's working double time. Someone's making a lot of effort.
But yeah, anything else wacky and insane or?
Oh fuck me, we've only gone for about 20 minutes. I don't know. I got the Wednesdays back. That's fun. So me and Jake went to the cinema like. Well, how many Spider-Man movies are
there? 7 or 8.
We went to the cinema for like 12 weeks in a row, roughly. Because we saw all the Spider-Men. We saw Shaun of the Dead. We saw Terrifier 1 and 2, and then we saw Terrifier 3. So it's probably like 11, I don't know.
And next week's obviously the Halloween podcast. Woo! I think.
No, Halloween podcast. No, is it?
I think it is, because the following week will be Halloween.
Like 2 weeks. 1.5 weeks, roughly. The week after next. Don't really have any plans. For a while, I was going to consider dressing up as Art the Clown, because I thought it'd be funny, but that's a lot more fucking effort than I can be bothered to do. Does sound really funny. I've spent a lot of money this fucking month. I cannot be fucked to spend more money on fucking on nonsense. Yeah, we haven't done the horror movies, but I've also kind of been a lot fucking busier. I've been trying to handle. I've got a lot of fingers in a lot of different pies. So been fucking busy. Like I said, I've been going to the gym. Hopefully that persists. Monday, a morning gym person. It's not too bad, honestly. It's pretty fun. It's better than exercising at home, because ultimately, when you exercise at home, there's so many distractions that you'll just be like, "Ah, fuck it, I'll just do something. Oh, fuck, I'll just make a cup of tea. Fuck it." Like, but once you're in the gym, you can't fucking do anything else. Like, you're there for one reason and one reason alone.
I know it's not, because I know your town is semi-big, but I'm just imagining the gym.
Not really.
The gym's in a fucking warehouse somewhere, the back of a field.
No, it's like a proper leisure centre. You know, it's got like a swimming pool. It's got everything.
You can go swimming. Whoa.
I could, but you know me, I don't really get along with swimming.
I can't swim, so I'm fucked.
I'm surprised you never learnt.
Oh, have I told you the story of the pole? Me in the swimming pool.
No.
So when you're younger, obviously you go swimming with your school.
Yeah.
And I was very shit at swimming. So this day I
wasn't great. I won't lie. I've never been comfortable in water, but yeah.
I was in the kiddie pool because they couldn't put me in the big pool because I would have drowned. Even when I was 8 or 9, they couldn't put me in the big pool. I was still in the kiddie pool. So this guy.
I was still in the kiddie pool till like 12, 13, and then I graduated.
I'd never graduated, sadly.
Fair.
And basically, I always wore my floaties, and this guy came around with a stick with a pole, and he said, "Piggy, get on the pole." So I grabbed the end of the pole, and he just dragged me around on the pole like I was swimming, and it was so fun.
Yeah.
See, it was just like a massive pole he threw in, and he just went grab onto it, and then going around like that. It was lovely.
This is what it feels like.
It was, and then everyone's like, "Can I get a go?" And I'm like, "Fuck off! It's my pole. It's my pole. Fuck off."
The last time I did some swimming, and this is a really weird story, but we don't fuck. It's a perfect story for a very slow podcast. So in sixth form, I was an occasional stoner, and we'd all we'd all planned to do like a beach holiday. You know, we were all in the group chat. Yeah, let's go to the beach tomorrow. But everybody except for me and my mate Ruben were like, "Oh yeah, sorry, lol, we made other plans. Get fucked." So Jake drove us to this nice little like stream, this nice little like river. That there was like some pebbles and shit. That was like you could sit on, and we just got really, really high. We smoked a lot of weed, hypothetically speaking. The fattest blunt you've ever seen in your life. It was just like, fuck, I know if I can have that. And he's like, oh, I can't. I'm still fucking. My lungs are still dying. Oh, fucking go on, for fuck's sake. Just passing it back and forth. And so we spent what felt like 3 days. What felt like 3 days. We were skimming stones. Mate, I felt like I was skimming stones for fucking a lifetime. And I got really fucking good at it, because obviously that was all we were fucking doing. Just like fucking ankle deep in the water. Fucking skimming stones. It was great fun. I've never done it again. And in the end, as it relates to swimming, for some reason, me and Ruben had like a nice little like vulnerable moment where it's like, I'm going to teach you how to swim, because I've never been comfortable in the water, me. Like, you know when you have the swimming lessons, you have that one kid who's like crying and snotting everywhere? That was me. I was that kid. Like, I don't fucking like it. Don't fucking want to be here. Let me out. I did not like it. And through time, I eventually did like learn how to swim properly, and I probably could. Like, if I was in a survival situation, I could swim. But like, if you want me to swim from fucking A to B, I'll probably be like, nah, I'm good, thanks. Nah, I'll just start glugging the water. You know what I'm saying? Like, fuck it. But fucking, so he tried to teach me how to swim, and he was like guiding me in the water, and I don't know if it works. I was really high. So, moral of the story, still not sure if I can swim.
Have you asked Jake, or did he fuck off?
No. Oh, yeah, Jake fucked off. He was with his girlfriend, who we'll now refer to as Voldemort.
Oh, so his ex-girlfriend.
Yeah.
Ah, no. He's still with his current though, isn't he?
Yeah.
Good.
Coming up to 4 years.
Oh,
I think it's just past 4 years.
Oh, fuck, that's good for him. Oh, congrats.
There's a nice talk down the pub, apparently.
Huh?
Oh, yeah, that's your mate doing. Yeah, you sound, mate. Yeah, you sound.
Yeah, I could never really learn how to swim, though. That was my problem. I guess you could say I took it after my granddad, since he fucking drowned in a puddle. So, he didn't drown in a puddle. We don't know how he drowned, but yeah. I just say he drowned in a puddle because it's funnier.
What else was I going for? I had something else, but you distracted me with your drowned granddad.
He usually does that. It's very hard to ignore him. He's going.
Pretty dark, but that's fine. What the fuck was I gonna say? I had the perfect thing to round out the rest of the podcast. I had an interesting little story. Fuck, who knows? Where the fuck do I take it? You ruined it. You ruined it all. Got nothing now. Oh yeah, fucking the other day, the fucking Wi-Fi went down for like a good half a day or so. So we decided, me and my brothers went, fuck it. Let's watch the extended trilogy. And we watched 2 of the 3 movies in one sitting, all like bundled up in a blanket, like fucking like hood on and everything, fucking properly curled up on the sofas, just watching 2 out of the 3 of the extended trilogy. That was a good fucking time.
You wouldn't be able to. You'd be crawling out of the sitting room if you watched the third one. There.
Yeah.
Fucking just.
Well, just if we started earlier, but we started at like 1, so we finished the first one at like 4. It's like, oh, let's make food, and then we kept delaying, and then we had to we started at like 7, and it ended at like 20 to 11, and we're like, oh, this isn't happening. This is not fucking happening. But it was very fun. It was surprisingly easy to get through. I we definitely got tired at points, but it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, it's a good trilogy. Like, it's a good I've only seen the extended trilogy, but I like the extended trilogy, honestly. I recommend for anyone who wants to watch the extended trilogy to watch them. I own them on my phone.
It's just that they're a bit of a bitch to get.
Yeah.
Like to get it, we probably spent like 45 quid, which is actually a steal because we got one of them in a charity shop for a £5, which is fucking ridiculous. And I was like, hey, mum, you should buy him the game. Yeah, do it. Hey, you should fucking do that. Yes, you fucking should. Oh, one thing that's funny, and this will be the last thing before we actually talk about the EastEnders. The one thing that buckled me is, and now politics. The government said some absolutely ludicrous shit. Like, we're gonna give people weight loss injections, and the unemployed are gonna get back to work. And it's like, Ozempic is the future of the workforce. Like, people aren't unemployed because they're fat.
They're unemployed because they can't fucking work, because you don't pay them anything, you pay them pennies in comparison when you sit and have your beef Wellington up in your fucking high chair. You know what I mean?
Like,
the problem is,
and look, I'm not taking Ozempic. Me, I don't want. Look, I'm a bit fat. That's fine. I'm not taking Ozempic. I like having a full head of hair. You see all the pictures of people who have been on Ozempic. What do? They all shave their fucking head, don't they? They all shave their fucking head because it's absolutely shagged their hairline. Not happening to me. I'd rather be fat with a full head of hair than fucking skinny with a fucking buzz cut.
Their fucking hair, like hair like that, just fucking.
Yeah. It's like, this is happening, guys. Guys, I still have hair. I'm not fucking doing that. I'm not risking my. Look, if the hair goes, that's all I got. There goes. I'm fucked. I've not got a great face. It's over for me.
I just
Fuck is Empic.
just like my take on that is you can't blame the fat people because you don't work because they don't work. Maybe it's a small portion, but
It's just because due to cost of living, everything is getting more and more expensive, and a lot of people just struggle to work because you're expected to do more for less money, and ultimately, that's not fucking anything that's worth doing.
you know
Especially if you're trying to fucking help.
I don't know if I told you, but you know what's mental? It's like at the end of October, so literally let me pull up my calendar very quickly. So on
2 weeks.
So on the 30th, I get a Halloween bonus. I get four. I get four. I think 420 together of 2 weeks, and then on the 6th, I get my cost of living bonus, which is 400, and my cost of fuel allowance bonus, which is 300, and my 200 euro.
Hell, Mr. Moneybags.
And my 200 euro. And I'm like, and then some guy went, so you get all of that? And I'm like, yeah, the government give it to us. And then they're like, I only get a fucking tenner for our bonus. I went, yeah. Time to move Ireland.
It's like the fucking. It's like at Christmas. At Christmas, I'm pretty sure because my mum's disabled. She got MS. But she gets like a heating allowance at Christmas. Tenner. Have a tenner. That'll pay for the heating. Great. Cheers, guys. Cheers. Reasonable. The English government have been fucking cutting the poor and disabled people for years, unfortunately.
Because you have no money.
I just happen to be in that echelon. I'm in that tier.
See, the problem is Brexit. We need to restore England to the EU so we can actually, get all the good stuff back.
I mean, they are basically trying.
Yeah.
They're basically getting back with the EU without actually getting back in the EU. It's like, yeah, this is fine. Yeah, we'll have really good relationships with everybody in Europe and trade deals, but we're not back in, guys. We're not back in. I swear.
I wouldn't be surprised in the next 10 years if there's a 14. Should we be back?
I wouldn't be surprised.
Should we be back in the EU? But yeah, my thoughts is like people don't want to work because they're gonna get paid pennies, and if you force them to work, they just don't want to work. If you actually give them reasonable housing and money,
if you gave people something to work for,
exactly, because let's be real.
Other than just surviving paycheck by paycheck, it's just not a good thing, is it?
Let's be real. What is the in comparison, right? Would you rather work in a shop for 30 years? You don't get a pension, you don't get anything. Or would you rather do YouTube self-employed, knowing you might make it? You might get that little money that might help you out in the future. Why do you think we chose YouTube? Why the fuck do you think we chose YouTube over actually working? Well, obviously, I can't actually work. I'll end up stabbing some guy with my voices in my head. But still,
in a video game, in
Minecraft. But you can't force people to work. You just can't. People are unemployed because don't have enough work, and then when you offer them the work, you don't give them anything to work for. So they're working for the sake of working, which is not the right way you should be working for. Because the way you should be working for is to get that life where you marry your wife or husband, you have some kids, they have some kids, then you lovely retire at the old age of 65, and then you get a pension.
Probably 72 now, let's be honest.
Yeah, probably 72. But realistically, 65. You get your bus pass, you get everything. Not like you're working till you're 72. But getting a pension or anything?
Well, you're working till you fucking die. How about that?
Yeah,
How about you just do that? I'm good, thanks. I don't want to do that. And even if I could do it, I probably would go a bit mental, as I have in the past.
It's just not a good idea. But I know that's a bit of politics out of the way. But yeah, that's just our take. If you need people to work for a goal.
Two fucking cretins. But there we
Irish,
are.
One's English. Welsh.
We've gotten over the threshold, 35 minutes now. Let's talk about the EastEnders. The main topics are as followed. I mean, you have Fucking hell, excuse me. Yeah, Bianca heads to go and get help. Kat hides away. Junior plays with fire. Teddy consoles Barney. Sookie and Eve's engagement party. And Jack betrays Penny again. All of that and more on this bit of the podcast. But the first three are quite small and not particularly major. Well, the first four, really. It's only really the last two topics that actually like heat up and you have like different levels of everything. Right, first one being Bianca needs to get help. Bianca's putting off the doctor's appointment, but Freddie is going to hang along at it anyways. I get that he's invested because he wants her to have the same treatment that he has, but it's still like a weird, like they don't fit at all. They don't work together. Freddie and Bianca. At the appointment, the doctor says, yes, you do have tendencies that relate to ADHD, but it'll take a while to get on a list. She's upset by it not going anywhere, but Freddie says, look, if it helps, you can just believe you are, and now you can start working on like why this may be affecting you so much.
I wouldn't be no, this might just be me reaching a straws, but I wouldn't be fucking surprised if people complained about giving Bianca in quotations a woke disease. Like, I wouldn't be surprised. It's not a disease, like a condition. Condition. Like, I wouldn't be surprised if people already are complaining about that.
Is ADHD really the woke disorder?
I mean, anything is if it's not from their generation.
Yeah.
Like
Fair enough.
Like
I can't imagine so. Like, many people are like, why are they making Bianca with ADHD? Like, I don't know if she does have ADHD necessarily.
I think she just has postmortem depression.
She's not pregnant.
Oh well, our cat died.
You only get that after being pregnant. I genuinely think she is just depressed, to be honest. Yeah. That's what I'd imagine. That's my diagnosis. I don't think she's depraved. I don't think she's kind of... I don't know, everybody's been treating her like she's fucking lost the plot entirely, and I don't think so, but I can understand. I think she's been treated pretty badly, and I don't really think it's setting a bad precedent for people who do struggle with mental health, and it's like, oh, they're just fucking delusional. These mentally ill idiots. They're just delusional. Fucking, someone should probably listen to her. She does have a point. But yeah, she does not get the answer that she wanted, unfortunately. But yeah, Freddie kind of goes, look, at the end of the day, if you do or you don't have it, you can now work on what you want to change. And, the pretty casual thing. I mean, it was like, personally, when I figured out that I had autism, I just kind of went, okay, that's a thing. That's a thing that happens. Now it's time to kind of work around it and sort out all the other shit going on. And it ended up helping because I didn't feel completely lost and confused anymore. So...
And I'm still waiting to be diagnosed for autism. Woo!
Yeah.
I don't even know
the
if
old classic.
I don't even know if they send out a fucking, like...
Did they actually refer you?
I don't fucking know. They said they did, but I don't fucking know. That's the problem.
I mean, it did take me like 3 years or so, at least.
I'm coming up to 2 years since this, so woo.
Yeah.
So maybe next year, 2025.
Yeah.
Who knows?
Can give you some money, but can't give you a fucking diagnosis.
I mean, that was funny. That was a funny situation, though. Honestly, that was a funny scenario. Because I remember I shaved my eyebrows. Just side note, I remember I shaved my eyebrows, and I went to the meeting, and they just looked at me and went, "Piggy, are you all right?" Yeah. Why? What's up? We just noticed you shaved your eyebrows, You don't really look good with shaved eyebrows.
Why did you shave the eyebrows?
Oh, they're a bit bushy and I didn't like them, so I just shaved them.
Yeah, that's an unreasonable way. I mean, maybe it's a smart way to deal with them. But I guarantee you appreciate the eyebrows more after you shaved them off. before you fucking shaved them off.
Plus, I had long hair, so it didn't really work with the long hair.
Yeah.
It was just funny because they just pulled me aside and went, "Are you sure you didn't have a breakdown?"
Have you had a breakdown?
What?
We're asking nicely.
But they were lovely. They were lovely people. I didn't like my first. This is a side note because I struggle with mental health. I didn't like my first doctor I had until I moved to my new town, and I got referred to the one that's in the bigger, that's in the capital of our area, which is in the town over, I want to say, or 2 towns over, and they were lovely people. I met some lovely people there, and then I went to some meetings on Wednesday. Found a lovely lady, and I made her day because I asked her, "What is your favourite cake?" And she told me, "Sponge cake." Sorry, I can't remember her name. I've met a few people and I keep forgetting people's names. And basically what I did was, she showed up on her birthday to the meeting. And I walked in with 2 cakes, and she went, "Oh, thanks." And I said, "Welcome." And she sort of she didn't cry or anything. She just went, thanks for doing that. You didn't have to do that." I went, "Oh, no problem. You come on the bus with me. I might as well do it for you." It's fucking lovely. Yeah. It was just nice thing to do. Like, it's nice to help people. But yeah, I don't really understand the Bianca stuff. I don't mind that they're treating her like a mentalist. If people think I'm a mentalist, so same thing. So I know that probably is the wrong term to use, but look, if the mental health guy is saying it, it's all right. Okay, it's my word. But yeah, I understand why people would hate her because it might be showing depression or a bad light. But also does show that some people with depression can go off the fucking rails. Let's be real.
Yeah. It can go wrong,
Like,
and that's fine.
I still.
But I think people have been trying to support her, but I think they've been trying to support her in the wrong way.
Exactly.
Like Kat's, I feel like Kat's just kind of using it as she's using it as a bit of like a punching bag because Tommy's being really, really fucking bad to her. So she's just kind of like putting everything into being like, "Bianca, why wouldn't you fucking be okay?" It's like, "Kat, are you okay?" "Yes, I'm fine." Why are you asking? Like, fair enough. Fair enough. But yeah, Kat hides away. Oh, what?
Just to end it off, it's gonna be great to see when it's revealed that Sonia is innocent and Reese is a killer, because she's gonna be like, "I'm fucking right, you pricks, fuck you."
Yeah, it'll be nice. Plus, I'm fed up of Reese in general. I'm glad that he fucked off for a while because I'm fucking sick of him. Because
I don't know what I want from it, the payoff. Because I do want an episode where we see a flashback of Debbie and Reese, but I want Reese to secretly be like this sex. You know, like in Scary Movie 1, where they had the guy who shit his pants, who was just
Doofy.
Yeah, what was his name?
Doofy.
I'm not. He was a person with a disability. I think he had Down syndrome. They revealed at the end.
He claimed he did.
He claimed he did, and
he acted as if he had problems.
Yes, and at the end of the movie, he takes off all his equipment, and then he's revealed to be this sexy hunk. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, he rips off the mustache, takes off the hair.
So I'm like, I want that with Reese, where we flash back and Reese was like fucking doing like quizzes on the board.
Full head of hair.
Doesn't wear the glasses. Fucking.
Yeah.
Oh, it would be great. But yeah, sorry.
Yeah. Kat hides away. This is a tiny one. She lies to everyone and claims she has COVID, but Tommy's still hanging around the square being a nuisance. Harvey and Jean notice, and then we get to see a pretty sad scene where Kat is shown with a black eye and she's hiding away. She's calling Alfie. She made a joke. I saw some brummies complaining. It's like, because he's in Birmingham, doing like a training course for the Minute Mark, and he's like, "Don't come back with the accent, will you?" But imagine Alfie Moon just, "Oh, you're right, mate." Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't have a good Brummy accent.
A Brummy accent is just you have to pretend it to sound like Eeyore, isn't it? But somehow maintain it.
Sound like Eeyore.
Alright, bro.
You do it is a much slower. They just sound more depressed.
Exactly,
To be
yeah.
honest.
Which is he or
It
he is
is
depressed.
I mean, yeah. But yeah, seen some angry Brummies like, oh no, the accent's fine. So yeah, sure, mate.
But
Don't mind the Brummy accent. To be honest, it's not bad.
just ended on a year. Like I would be depressed too if I had a nail in my arse. I'm just saying.
Poor bastard.
How is he gonna shit? He's got a butt plug in him.
All right, Junior plays for fire. He heads straight to Cindy and insists on picking things back up where they left it, and Peter keeps talking to Junior about Ian's history with women. This really eats at Junior, who storms out. Junior, in revenge, offers by Priya a drink, as she is a sad single. Junior's also been filling in Ian on his arrangement with Cindy without directly mentioning her name, and he flirts with Priya in front of her. On this pre-drink before the engagement party, though, he completely just doesn't he just acts like she's not there, and ends up standing him up. And Priya essentially goes, "You know what? Fuck your shit, anyways. I'll be by myself." Says drink. She drinks both drinks as well, which I love. Drinks both the fucking drinks and says, "Thanks for the memories, babe." Classic Priya. Peter worries about how Lauren has been dealing with the painkillers while Junior uses him as a pawn in the game to make Cindy jealous. Junior explains how he was busy in the office having a pump while Lauren nearly died, so he goes and quits the job. And Cindy rebuffs Junior again, and he's just upset. He's caught feelings. She's not reciprocating them, and he's spewing. He's absolutely spewing. He is. He's not fucking happy. What? Why did you leave me, Cindy? Why did you leave? We were together for years. Please come back.
'Cause I miss you, Cindy.
I mean, you know the story of how James Blunt's "You're Beautiful" is like the person in the song is high, and they're like the most beautiful person ever seen. But it's not like a fucking requited thing. It's just like, "You're beautiful." It's fucking just seeing her on like a bus or something. Just beautiful. It's true. It's fucking just in his feelings, high as a fucking kite. There we are. The more you know. But yeah, Teddy consoles Barney. Teddy has finally gotten his divorce come through, and Barney is angry at his dad for them separating. But he's also got some text from Ivani. He used it as an excuse to set up the engagement party with Sharon, and at that point he asks out Sharon on a date, but she declines it, and he sheepishly escapes. Ted gets angry when Harry suggests he and Sharon get a drink, and he tells him it's rude to ask twice. Harry asks Sharon... I love Harry because he's such a little himbo, isn't he? Yeah, Sharon, can we do some business stuff in the Archers? 4 p.m. Yeah, sound love. Cheers. Oh, what questions? Oh, yeah. I'll write them down.
How big
I'll
is your...
write down a bunch of questions.
How big is your
about
fucking
business
tit?
stuff. He is playing matchmaker. Ted is pretty worried knowing Sharon has been coerced into meeting her, but he takes the opportunity, although he does see Barney, who seems pretty upset, and he follows him back home. This is like Ivani's still hanging out with Barney. I think people are calling him like bookworm or whatever the fuck, just like normal, like, he's fucking weird, he is. Great, cheers, guys. Really observational. But he follows Barney home. Barney's worried that Ivani's older boyfriend will try and take advantage to her. He tries to give him a pep talk about being a Mitchell and charming another woman, not knowing the full extent of the situation. Teddy says, "You can't help who you fall for," and because Barney knows that this dickhead's 18, he's like, "The fuck? Fuck's wrong with you?" And it's gold. It is gold. I do love Barney. Barney is great.
Barney and Ivani. Come on, you fuckers.
And that is clearly Endgame as well.
Bavani, there you go, Bavani.
Avani.
Oh.
That's your surname, but different. Who cares?
Farney.
But yeah, Sharon eventually takes up Teddy on that drink, but he rejects her, explaining, "I want to get through to Barney first." Sound. And more of Arnie and Barney stuff will happen in this next topic. That is Sookie and Eve's engagement party and meeting baby Tyrion. I believe he's called Tyrion because they were big fans of Game of Thrones. All Habiba and Jags. Love Tyrion out of Game of Thrones. I did, but then he got a bit old very quickly. Fucking dickhead. Alright. They're getting Nugget and Denzel excited as Sookie and Eve are going to have a late engagement party. They're gloating around Nish, who is sitting there raging. Ted chimes in saying, "I couldn't imagine being in the same room as my ex," but Nish waves it away, saying she's a free woman. They fit their rings, and there was a surprise at the engagement party. Nish tries to have a heart-to-heart with Vinny and Nugget about how good things were in the past, and he asks Vinny to allow him or Sookie to see Jag's son, Tyrion. Habiba seemingly said no, while Ted arranges for a Black Sabbath tribute act play. So, with tribute acts, do they actually sing the songs, or do they just mime it and dress up like the band?
It depends. It depends. From my knowledge,
Because if you just dress up like them, you're fucking lazy.
Because I know people who do Oasis tribute bands, but they try, like, I'm gonna say, they try and pronunciate like Liam, so instead of saying sunshine they say sunshine, like, and it either works or doesn't. Because I always say Oasis songs are in two different keys. If they're Liam key, the Noel key, Liam's key is a bit higher, Noel's is a bit lower, which is why Liam's voice was fucked for years. And they try and mimic that, but the problem with mimicking it is you're trying, but you're gonna fuck it up, like, no matter what.
Yeah.
It's hard to replicate a singer unless they literally sung like they're speaking. Like a Nirvana tribute act can't really act like Nirvana because Kurt Cobain had such a unique voice that it's hard to replicate him. It's the same for like something like Linkin Park, where obviously it's hard to replicate Chester Benning, whatever his last name is, his voice, because he had such a screamy voice. But the new person who's doing it is actually good, because she's actually going, alright.
Yeah, I think she's pretty good.
And it's like Queen as well, where, like, obviously this is different because we're on with tribute bands, but they got Adam Lambert, I think his name is, who stepped in because Freddie Mercury is obviously dead, and he's actually pretty decent. I know people are not going to like him because he's not Freddie Mercury, but I'm like, he's pretty good. Like, he's fucking, he goes for his own unique take while also trying to be respectful to Freddie.
Yeah.
Which I respect, because if you can't get the actual singer, but you want to continue the band's legacy, you might as well do it, because who cares? Who cares as long as it makes money? But your tribute acts, I believe, either copy the song and sing it in their own way, or sing it like they're trying to sing the band that they're playing, or tribute acting. There's a few tribute bands that come over here all the time. We have Oasis, which is an Oasis tribute band. We have like Nirvana, a tribute band or tribute act. We've got a few tribute bands that come over here half the time. They're pretty good. Well, I don't really like them because my dad always complains to me. Because I remember one time during lockdown, this guy went to do a concert in our neighborhood for the pandemic, and he started singing Oasis songs. And he tried his best to do a Liam impression.
Wonderwall.
He tried to do a Liam impression, and I was just so fucking pissed. I was like, shut up, mate. Just fucking shut up. And he's like playing Don't Look Back in Anger and Wonderwall. I'm like, you fucker. You fucker. Play some of the B-sides.
I haven't seen many tribute acts.
I haven't really either. No, my dad definitely has.
Yeah, but apparently they're all around you, though.
Yeah, they're all around me because they travel around Ireland.
Fair enough.
I know some in the pub that comes up the road. They come into the pub. I would go see a tribute band, but yeah, it would be fun.
Have to be properly interesting. But yeah, Vinny tells Sookie that Tyrion will be visiting you tomorrow. Also, they call him Ty, but I'm like 90% sure he's called Tyrion, so I'm going to fucking call him Tyrion, because fuck off. Like, I'm calling him Tyrion, because he is called Tyrion Ahmed. He's called Tyrion Jaguar Ahmed. Fucking hell.
Jaguar, like the fucking car.
Yeah. Fuck, that's a hell of a name. That's one hell of a name. Kid's adorable though. Holy shit. Excuse me. And Nisha's like, oh, I worked so hard to do it. Vinny did it. Vinny did all the work. I worked so bloody hard to do this. Family's missing out on Nish not being there, and they convince Suki to allow him at the party. They make her go and welcome him back in. I'm still not sure why Suki has to do it. Like, someone else can just go, Dad, she wants you here. She said it's okay. But Suki has to do it.
I guess it's to not break her little heart. I guess because if Suki does it, it might trick Nation to go, maybe she wants me. Maybe she wants to fuck
true.
me.
And that's what he's thinking the whole time. I've got some points about Nish and his constant fucking pick me cycle of just being fucking useless.
Also, I just want to say, I know a himbo. It's me.
Okay.
It's my cousin Ross. Like, he broke up with his girlfriend literally like 3 months ago. 2 weeks later, he got with another girl. Fucking himbo. He sleeps in the...
Is that really make him a himbo?
Well, he had about 7 girlfriends beforehand.
Alright.
He slept around when he was 18 to about 24. He's also the same cousin who got hit by a car and exaggerated how high he went up in the air.
Yeah.
And he still hasn't got his money from being hit. So... I'm still waiting on my 200 quid from him. Fucking dick. Where's me 200 quid? You bastard. Anyways, continue.
Yeah, they make Yellow come back in. Barney Varney sneaks some drinks. Eve puts on a brave face and welcomes Nish to the party, shares some platitudes and says all of us together means the world. Suki and Eve discussing letting Nish here. They admit that Nish will probably elbow his way in. They want to be a major part of Ty's life while Nish overhears it. And essentially rubbing it in his face like this will be the last time he'll get to see him whilst we get a full fucking life with him, you know. Nish orders someone to rough her up a bit while looking at Eve, enough to put her in hospital for a stretch. And the following morning, we learn that Eve is really excited to see Ty, but gets a phone call from her dad who explains that her mum has been attacked and she has to go immediately. And tell me what you said before we start the podcast about what you wanted to see.
I wanted there to be a scene, right? So you see this old lady in about her 60s with a walking stick over like that, coming out of Tesco. And if you can't get Tesco, just get some local fucking shop. She's coming out with a bag full of stuff, like holding the Tesco or Asda bags, walking out, and then this just fan pulls up and 6 lads jump out and she just takes out like anything she can to hit them with it. So she takes out like a milk carton, starts fucking bashing up the milk carton, takes up the handbag, starts bashing up the handbag, and then she just gets battered. Because it is funny, just her trying to fight off these gang of lads just fucking with a carton of milk.
Yeah, it would be funny, like.
It would be.
It would be funny. But yeah, it would be funny, but probably not what you can really show on TV. It's not letting you get back. But if it was a proper, like, because obviously Eve's northern. If it was a proper northern mum, she'd batter whoever the henchman was. Like, come here, you little bastard! Coming at me like that, man! Fucking.
Why the fuck is she?
Come give Granny a kiss, like.
Why the fuck is she Norman Price's mum from Fireman Sam?
I mean, I was thinking more Sarah Milligan or Milligan, the comedian, but you know. Come at me, you little bastard! You're wearing a coat in September. What's wrong with you? And me just full t-shirt and shorts.
Just imagine, just she comes out of nowhere, starts pulling off fucking like Spider-Man moves, fucking grabs them by the back and just power bombs them. Just fucking starts decking them.
But yeah, so it's Eve's mum who gets roughed up. Sookie tries to find people to take off the responsibility and try and support Eve, as she wants to go up north to support her fiance. Nish takes pleasure in warning her that this may be the only chance she gets to see her grandson. Nish relishes in causing problems for Sookie and Eve, and Sookie loves seeing her grandson, and he is absolutely adorable. Tyrion, Jaguar, Ahmed. Adorable. Eve is pretty upset about this. Yeah. Stacey helps Eve realize that as much as you want Sookie to meet your parents, you've not seen him in like 20 years, so you should probably just heed some fucking caution. Maybe see him first and then introduce the fiance. You know what I mean? That's what Stacey says pretty much. Meanwhile, the Panacels are enjoying a time with Ty, and Eve calls explaining it was the right move to stay with Ty, and she introduces them via FaceTime, and Nish looks sheepish as his plan hasn't worked. Again, his plan has not worked. Again. Fucking Nish. You know how in fucking Roadrunner, where you have fucking Nish keeps painting on the fucking tunnel. He keeps painting on the tunnel like... She's gonna go right into this fucking tunnel this time, but he keeps getting in this tunnel. He fucking runs into the tunnel each time. It's ridiculous.
So what? So like Sucky's the Roadrunner and he's Wile E. Coyote.
I don't even remember who the bad guy is.
Yeah, Wile E. Coyote's the bad guy. Cause
Nish is drawing the tunnel and Sucky's just fucking just road running through that bitch.
And he goes to run through it, and then he just whacks right into it.
Exactly.
Meep.
That's all of his fucking. That's all of his like. I'm gonna ruin Sucky's life. Failed again. Never lucky. And then Sucky's like me. Fucking.
I believe the Roadrunner has only been caught roughly 5-6 times in all of the 60, 70 years it's been on the air.
Yeah.
Just meep, motherfucker.
Exactly.
I loved Looney Tunes as a kid. Even the CGI ones were fucking great.
Who?
I'm ashamed the Coyote versus Acme did not come out because Warner Brothers said it wouldn't be successful, and then they released Shocker 2. So you made the wrong move, bitch. But yeah, fucking sorry, that buckled me. Just imagine, I need someone to paint Nish as Wile E. Coyote, because just imagine someone falls off his head onto it and Sucky onto the Roadrunner. Meep.
It's so good because she just foils his plan at every fucking turn.
It's like the one cliff where he's like on the cliff, and obviously the Roadrunner's on the cliff as well, and then he starts cutting around the cliff, but the Roadrunner doesn't fall, so he just falls off the cliff. The cliff just collapses.
And finally, Avani is making out with Mason in his car. When she doesn't want to go further, he grabs her leg and she storms out, saying she's going to be late for school. She doesn't want her schoolmates to see him. Mason then gaslights her by saying, "I thought you were mature." I say gaslight grooming. I thought you were more mature than the others, and I just wrote, "She's 15, you nonce." And also, fucking, why is Avani being played by a 24-year-old? This is so rogue. This is why. Because you can't actually have a 15-year-old kissing an 18-year-old. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is why. This is clearly why she was cast. There we are. We fucking answer that now. Oh, and yeah, Penny. There's a lift in Peggy's as well. That's how Penny gets down there. For fuck's sake. Stop fucking commenting it in every fucking thread about Penny. How'd she get down to the fucking Peggy's? There's a lift. There's a lift. There's a booze lift. You ever been in a pub? There's a booze lift that they fucking lift down to fucking take to places. Sorry, it happens in every anti-I hate Penny thread. Oh, how's she supposed to get down? They explained it away. But you just don't want to listen because you decide the character's shit. But you haven't seen her scenes in about 4 months because you hate the character. Fuck off. And just a little throwback. Does that mean we're promoting noncery now? Does this mean we're promoting being a nonce on our fucking BBC fucking programme?
Wouldn't be the first time. Wouldn't be the first time. Now then. Come around, kids. Uncle Jim's got a present.
Nish and Suki are jovial in the cafe and joking back and forth. Kathy claims it's weird to see her being maternal, but Nish is like, what do you mean? She raised 4 kids and ran businesses. And then, she's a tiger mother. And Nish takes a funny turn and excuses himself while Kathy says, yeah, just remember, a wounded animal is the most dangerous kind. Keep on your fucking toes. Excuse me. Avani asks Lily about her and Ricky doing it for the first time. Lily warns her to not rush into anything. Essentially goes, yeah, it didn't really work out well, did it? For me and Ricky. We did it one time, and now there's a child. Probably wasn't a good idea. Yep, sound. Nice to see Lily actually on screen for the first time in fucking months, it feels like. Teddy tries to play friendly with Ivani and Barney, and we get another Teddy classic. I'll get the chips and dips in, and Barney can show you his thunder mallet. For fuck's sake. They give him some of the best lines. I shit you not.
I don't even think it's... I like to think the actor who plays Teddy is just on the spot thinking of this shit, and he's just saying it.
No. Breaking your immersion. It is funnier to think of that, but they are actors at the end of the day.
Yeah, but some of them definitely improv. Like Robin Williams improved a lot of shit.
Yeah, but he's like a fucking proper smart comedian.
True.
Then again, most people say he's just stole jokes, so. But yeah, I'll get the chips and dips in, and Barney can show you his thunder mallet. Fucking, I love Teddy. I love Barney. Ivani's great as well. What a one-liner. It's just like when he fucking quotes The Art of War as well, which I'll still never forget. Barney and Ivani head back to play a game as Tommy mouths off to Priya about Ivani seeing and wanting to put out for an older guy. Ivani and Barney have a good time with Thunder Mallet, but when they head out, Priya storms over. She lies and claims it's Barney who does the fucking worst job covering for it. It's about as rigid as my knees. It's like, and it goes, oh, finally, an end to all the lies. And then he like awkwardly runs up the stairs. Fucking love him. Love Barney. Gold. It's so good. No, finally, the truth's come out. Oh, I've got to go. Oh, stomp. Fucking. Can we keep him? Can we keep Barney, please? Fuck. It's just so good. It's just too good. It's the perfect storm. They've definitely added life to the square as the Mitchells have settled in properly and we're no longer struggling they're no longer struggling up a fucking storm. And I look forward to when the mum comes on in as we get an extra dimension to the family.
I'm looking forward to the Art of War next week where we're seeing the Panasaurs versus the Mitchells.
Yeah, true.
All because they think Barney gave her a black eye. Or no, busted lip, not black eye. That's Tommy's business, not fucking her.
That's Tommy's business. That's a way to put it. Priya and Ivani try to talk about it. Ivani plays it up being with Barney, taking the piss. Priya explains away sex at their age. She says she'd wish she'd waited for someone who she really liked. She said she was scared that if she didn't, he'd dump her, but dumped her anyways. Which is quite a sad little anecdote, but she doesn't seem to care that much. She asked her to wait a few more years and then it's in your life forever. They plan a little movie night with snacks, but when Ivani gets a message saying, just delete my number if you're going to be so frigid. So Ivani steals a pack of Johnnies. or condoms rather. Excuse me. Like, for
Packet of
fuck,
rubbers.
you're 18 years old. You fucking bellend. Why do you need to sleep with a 15-year-old?
Prove he's got street credit, I guess. I don't know.
Like, it's a weird thing.
He's the local nonce who's out. Sorry. They're probably gonna make nonce jokes. I'm sorry. But he's the local. He's the guy who's 25, going around the school in his little car going rum 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 rum. Hey baby, you wanna get in? I'll bring you to McDonald's and buy you a Happy Meal.
I mean, it's one of those things where in school anything gets made a joke.
Yeah.
Fuck, how do I make this joke without saying the name, but the name has to be something interesting? It has to relate to this. There was a guy called... Oh, fuck, I have to change the names. I didn't remember his first name, I just remember the nickname and his second name. But let's just say, people called him Pedo, and then his last name.
Pedo Derek.
Yeah, it was like, just called like Pedo Pete or whatever the fuck, that sort of shit. And one time for some reason, I was just like, fuck it, I'm just looking up the sex offenders. He was on the sex offenders register, I think. I was like, what the fuck? People are making jokes about this? I don't think his crime was like, I think it was some dodgy stuff like messaging a minor and like sending pictures, which is still noncing. And does deserve you to get a place on the sex offenders list. But like, to have people just joke about it's fucking weird, man. But I mean, I don't know about you, but I didn't have any mates who would like meet up with a girlfriend like who was in like the year below. But I did know people who would, and they got the shit fleeced out of them for doing that. Oh, you're just gonna go pick up your girlfriend from high school, are you? And like once you're both of legal age and like above the age of 18, it's fine. Like, it doesn't fucking matter if you're just one age below. And even there are some ridiculous age gaps. But at that time period, it's like, what the fuck are you guys doing, man? Not worth it.
I don't get why an 18-year-old would go for a 15-year-old in any scenario. I think that's fucking stupid. If I say some dodgy stuff to a minor, yes. Nothing sexual. We'll put it out there. I might have said some weird stuff, but nothing sexual, I promise. I'm not a nonce, I refuse.
I refuse.
But
post in the most awkward case possible.
But yeah.
What weird stuff did you say if it's not?
Oh no, I'd make the like weird, like, edgy fucking. He wants to fuck you. He's 15. Oh, sorry.
So the not understanding the tone.
No. I did say to someone who was 16. They were like, I by accident sent an OnlyFans model into a group chat. And they were trans. It's one of the trans people that I'm subscribed on OnlyFans. I always get the free trials whenever the free trial comes up because I'm a smelly man. And they went, oh, I want to, because obviously they're post-op, so they're like, I want to see it. And so I sent it to them, and then I went, oh wait, no, unsend. I don't want to be fucking caught out in the scheme. I sent them, and I went, hey, look what I sent you in the DMs. They went, oh no, this looks bad for me. This looks very bad for me. Unsend it. Wasn't my news. It was someone else's. So technically, it's like I said.
And you can make the decision afterwards whether any of this gets cut out or not.
Oh no, I'm keeping it in because if I get cancelled in like 5 years, we can circle back to this. And I'd be like, I publicly stated it. It's like I messaged someone yesterday and we were talking about the N-word, and I said, I'm like, you either say it intentionally or accidentally. And I'm like, have you never gone up to your dad and went, damn, N-word, like stealing my M&Ms? And he just went, no. And I went, you've never like dropped one, no? We've all done it at least once. But yeah, still, that's staying in.
It's dancing over the lines.
But yeah, I don't know. I've never been around a paedophile, I don't think.
To be fair, they don't tend to boast about it. But yeah, just to fully wrap it around before Piggy fucking wraps himself in a fucking knot. It is very strange to see Mason like going for an underage girl and just being a little bitch about it as well. Oh, just delete my number if you're not gonna fucking put out, you bitch.
I mean,
I've been speaking to you for like 2 weeks now. We're really close. I love you. Like, fucking hell.
I mean, from what I understand, like if I'm looking at this at the lens of looking at it, he's 18, right? So he's obviously much older, so he can pressure her into these things because he can go, oh, I can buy alcohol.
Well, you know, he's got a car. He's got access to booze, so like smokes.
Yeah.
And he can also say, you're just like the girls at my age. You're really smart and mature, which is textbook grooming. But yeah, it's a fucking. Odd.
I feel weird talking about it, but I don't mind it. But I am going to call him. I
don't mind talking about it.
What's you say?
I said you don't mind talking about it.
Well, I mean, because he's a fictional.
Don't like it in the show.
He's a fictional nonce, so I don't mind talking about it, like making fun of him for being a nonce. But he's a fictional nonce. I know there's going to be probably someone in the comments. I just know there's going to be someone in the comments going, guys, he's not a nonce. The legal consent age is 16, so he only has to wait a year.
Yeah, but she's 15.
Yeah, but I know someone's gonna correct us in the comments with their statement. I fucking know it.
Yeah.
I've been on YouTube too long to know this.
But yeah, all right. This has been a long tangent. There we are. But that's the end of the topic, anyways. That's the end of the topic. So, will Avani sleep with Mason? I don't think so. I think Avani will kind of come to her senses and realize he is a 18-year-old desperately pressuring her to have sex, which is fucking loser behavior, to say the least. But yeah, all right. Final topic: Jack betrays Penny again. They can't be stopped. They can't be fucking stopped. Jack. Every time Jack has the option to support his daughter that he caused the accident that got her in a wheelchair, every time that he has the chance to step up and actually be a good dad, he just goes, meow. Yeah, but Jack, we're so close. Meow. Yeah, well, I did sleep with Denise, so I'm going to protect Denise. It's over you. It's like, fucking great. I'm glad your marriage of fucking like 2 years, or maybe 4 years, is fucking more important than my fucking life, you dick. Fucking fuming. This topic wound me up to no end. I talked about it on the stream, but I was fuming at this fucking topic. Just so sick of Jack. He's such a mardy. Like, you know how? Do you remember Max before he left?
Where he
was just so moody.
Yeah.
For so long, he was just moping around like a fucking like Mason. He was moping around. Oh, why does nobody love me? Fucking because you're a prick, Max. Because you're a fucking mardy prick who doesn't support anyone. Yeah, well, you didn't have to say it so rude. But yeah. All right. So, yeah. So Denise and Jack, they bunked up last week. Denise tries to sneak out of Jack's the night after. And he's finally made a meal. He's finally remembered that his cooker exists. As opposed to getting a takeaway every fucking night. Fucking congratulations, Jack. She's terrified that he's getting too far ahead of things and wants to keep their marriage going. He also gets a call that says the CCTV is corrupted, so that's Penny's last chance. They both contemplate whether they're going to give this marriage another go. Chelsea spots Denise heading out in last day's clothing. Chelsea gets angry hearing this and tells her to stay away. While Penny shows up at the tail end of Amy's appointment, and everybody just fucking shouts at each other. Like, Jack shouts at fucking Penny, Amy shouts at Jack, Amy shouts at Penny. Just everyone's just fucking having it. They're having a pop at everyone. Penny Penny wants some support from everyone, but no one other than Harry is. Oh wait, Chelsea demands Denise put this fling behind her, while Kim tries to get her to see sense and get back with him. That being Jack. Penny wants some support from everyone, but no one other than Harry is budging. Denise wants to tell Jack, but witnesses Chelsea staring her down. Penny decides she's going to move back to France since nobody fucking cares about her. That's basically it. Ah, well, fuck, I guess if I don't get any fucking support, may as well just leave. Fair enough. Denise wants to tell Jack, but witnesses Chelsea staring at the fuck, I just said that. Amy is angry at Denise, and Jack refuses to let them bicker over her. She believes her life is over as Penny arrives. Penny says she is here to say goodbye. The family throws it in Penny's face. She admits she's going back to Paris, but Denise pipes up, saying it wasn't Penny who caused the crush. It was Chelsea. Everyone reels at this revelation. They're mortified at Denise for keeping the secret bottled up. And Chelsea is chatting options through with I think, who the fuck is it? Kim? Oh yeah, I think Kim is chatting options with Chelsea as Penny storms over and throws her into a set of bin bags. People have been complaining about Penny throwing her into the bin bags just because she's in a wheelchair, but as I kind of joked on the podcast before, fucking mate, if people want to throw you down, they'll throw you down, no matter if they're impaired or what. They'll fucking do it. Like, come on, don't be fucking ableist here. I'm sure it looked weird in comparison to someone with. I'm sure it looked different, but it still looked good to me.
I mean, I thought she was going to boot the door in with the wheelchair. You know, like do a proper Phil Mitchell, like fucking boot the door in. Yeah, people were like, how can she throw her down? She's in a wheelchair. I'm like, anything's possible. I knew someone who was in a mobility scooter though.
Yeah.
We all joked he never washed because he just had long hair and he had a beard. It was me. Yeah, it was me. It wasn't me. But yeah, and like he used to go around town on a little mobility scooter, and his wife would have one, so they'd link them up and they'd bring the shopping back on them.
Fucking hell.
And so it was so funny because you see he'd be driving on the main road, like through town, just going up and down through town on the road. And I deleted it, but somewhere I have Weezer Say It Ain't So, and it's like me doing the regular, like what I was supposed to do for 6th year, where I am doing the LCA like editing video, but I put in every time the chorus hits "Say It Ain't So," him going up and down on the wheelchair, going up the road. Cause you just slowly see him driving up the road. Oh, it's nice. It was nice. But yeah, like
that's no life. If I don't ever want to be in a mobility scooter.
It's not a fun life, but if you need it and you're not obese, I can understand. Like if you're severely obese, then I can fucking understand that maybe you don't deserve it. Maybe you should take some Ecopin or whatever the fuck it's called.
What, Ozempic?
Ozempic.
Get that Ozempic drip.
Get the fucking hair like that.
Yeah. But yeah. So Chelsea gets thrown into a set of bin bags. She screams at Denise for letting the secret come out and erupts at everyone. Chelsea kind of apologizes for everyone, but it's like, I'm sorry, okay? I'm fucking sorry, alright? She's so confrontational as she says it. And she wants to know what Jack's going to do. And Jack, for the first time in his life, takes a stand for Penny and explains that she will go to the police station and report this. And at this point, I wrote, I've seen everybody screaming at Penny for being in the wrong. And it's very impressive the lengths people go to levy hate at a character. Like, if Chelsea didn't raise the amount of tickets, it wouldn't have happened. It's Chelsea's fault, 100%.
I compare it to like when your favourite YouTuber is like a nonce or something. But people are like, so what? I
mean, you could even take the Dr. Disrespect angle.
I did message a minor, but...
You got no evidence?
You got no
Now follow
evidence.
my streams. I'm monetized on YouTube. Great.
It's like the one I always remember is Mini Lad, because he's such a pathetic guy. Because he basically like messaged minors, right? But whenever they tried to go, look, Mini Lad, this is not a good approach. His name was Craig. They were like, Craig, trust me, this is not a good approach. He's like, well, I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna fucking kill myself. How about that? If you expose everything, I'm gonna kill myself. And then he got outed, and he responded by going, I did do it, but I'm still gonna stream on YouTube. And he keeps trying to come back to YouTube, but he can't, because everyone's like, you're a fucking nonce, mate. Fuck off. No one likes you. But it's the same thing where people will defend the most, like, anything. So like like people if they
people will defend. They'll defend people they like to the death, even if what they've done is horrific and wrong.
Exactly. Just like me when I was 10 defending Chris Benoit. Woo. Not going into detail.
But yeah, genuinely, if Chelsea hadn't raised him out to tickets, none of it would have happened. Like Penny can't be blamed for the bins blocking the door. The amount of times bins get fucking left in front of the door just because the fucking bin trucks just went, fuck it, put it back there. It happens. It happens at actual pubs, for fuck's sake. Not her fault. Like, yeah, sure, she probably could have went, don't let anybody else in, but people fucking pushed in anyways. Like, she couldn't have done anything to stop it, is my problem. I'm fucking sick of everybody being like, fuck Penny, that bitch. It's not her fucking fault, alright? But yeah, and Chelsea understands how much she risks by going to the police, and Penny delivers a hard ultimatum saying, if you don't go to the police, I will. Denise desperately tries to cling to emotionally blackmailing Jack into not going, and Kim is appalled at Chelsea for fucking emotionally blackmailing her, and is upset at Denise for concealing the secret. She screams at Kim, who's trying to get her to see sense, and Chelsea has a full-blown selfish meltdown. She blames everything on Denise, and she blames everything on Denise and her life for constantly ruining the family. Fuck's sake. How are people taking Chelsea's side in this? She's having a full-blown Yeah, well, Mum, it's all your fault. I hope you die, Mum. It's like, fucking, she only said you can't have the chicken tendies 5 days in a row. Like, fucking, you did something bad. She had it, unfortunately, come out because it was the right thing to do. And you're like, yeah, I hate you, Mum. You suck. So, fucking, not their fault. Penny apologized to Lauren and make up for the differences. Amy apologized to Penny, and finally Jack steps up and takes responsibility. He accepts that he's been an awful parent and insists he'll be a better dad in the future. Hold that thought. Hold that thought. Lauren leads Amy to Chelsea, who's equally as livid. She wonders if she came out enough. She wonders if she came out. Fucking hell. She wonders if when she came out of hospital, Chelsea was just there out of guilt, or was there to be a genuinely supportive sister. Amy suggests now that she'll lose 2 sisters instead of 1. When Amy tells her she's paying for what she did, she asks why she doesn't have to live with the consequences. Also, I've once again seen people saying that Amy's a shit actress. What are you watching that I'm not watching?
It's again, it's the fact of like, well, I don't like her because
people just hate teen actors.
She's not even a teen; she's a fully grown adult.
Yeah,
I think she's like 21 or 22.
I think she's just 18 or something.
No, I'm pretty sure she's still in her fucking 20s. But I could be completely wrong here. But it's just another way to shit on a character you don't
19.
like. She's 19, alright.
Yeah.
That makes Ash feel old because he's older than that actress.
I'm older than a bunch of people at this point.
You're older than a bunch of the cast, aren't you? Yeah. What the fuck's wrong with my eye? Why is one eye open and one eye slightly shut? I don't know.
That's how your eyes work, mate.
Huh?
I said that's just how your eyes work.
Yeah, fair enough. But yeah, I guess it's because it's another way to shit on the actress. Because if you don't like the fact she's in a wheelchair acting now, I know she's not actually in a wheelchair in real life, but in the show she's in a wheelchair. I guess it's another way to outrage. But I'm like, if this was your sister who did this to you, wouldn't you be outraged as well? The fact that she's possibly paralyzed you for life.
Yeah, she's definitely got the right to be upset with Chelsea.
Exactly.
But I do think it is just people. I don't. People just always hate like the characters who are supposed to be playing the teenage characters. It's like, oh, they're so cringe. All teenagers are cringe. All teenagers are fucking cringy. Oh, fucking. People just hate him for some reason. I don't understand why. But yeah. But I think she's a great actress, personally. Jack is outraged that this lie's been gutting his relationship with Penny, how selfish it was to break the family apart. He claims he doesn't hate Chelsea, but he is just hurting. Jack and Denise both admit they love each other and continue to make out before Chelsea has an announcement. Chelsea says she just wants one more night with Jordan. She acknowledges that she is in the wrong. She shouldn't have made Denise cover it up, and she shouldn't have let Penny take the blame either. The family are all quite upset with Chelsea the night after, while Penny is ecstatic knowing she's off the hook, and that Chelsea is handing herself in. Denise reminds Chelsea it's the right thing to do to take responsibility and asks Denise to take care of Jordan. She tries to go get Jack to go lighter on her, but Chelsea takes her place in the car and prefers her hand herself in. She asks to stop at the hospital on the way. She needs to see the man who she put in a coma, and he fortunately wakes up. Denise also talks to Jack about lost promises and how they haven't been honest with each other, and when they learn that the man in the coma has woken up, Jack starts to think. Now, you know it's a bad sign when Jack starts to use his fucking brain. They call the family around and explain that because the person is okay. Mate, imagine it. Imagine you're being sat down. Imagine this happens. Okay, so we've decided that, Penny, you're going to take the blame. What? Why? I didn't fucking do anything. Yeah, well, she'll probably go to prison and you probably won't go to prison. So we're choosing that you're going to take the blame. It's like, yeah, but I didn't fucking do anything though, did I? Yeah, well, they're probably not going to throw the book as hard at you as they would Chelsea. So, yeah, we think you're going to take the blame. Like, what the fuck? I'd be fucking outraged if this happened to me. Especially because the next thing they do, they suddenly decide that they're going to take a family vote. They don't family vote on anything. So they're suddenly putting in this new fucking measure in place. We can do this family vote. And yeah, lol, you lose. Fucking, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm so fucking angry at this. Ricky and Lauren vote for Penny. Amy goes for Chelsea. And Denise goes for Chelsea. And Jack has the final decision. Is Jack gonna step up for the daughter that he put in a wheelchair for life? The daughter that he's basically abandoned since she was like 8 years old. No, he fucking doesn't. He chooses Chelsea anyways. For fuck's sake. How? How do you be this bad a parent? Fuck. I ranted at my brother about this for like half an hour. It's just fucking, it's infuriating. You think he'd overcompensate? He put her in the wheelchair for life. It's his fault. You think he'd overcompensate by being a bit overbearing? No, he just chooses to be a shit dad. Oh. Do you have any thoughts on this bit?
Hold on, just because we're near the end, so I'm just opening CapCut. The software we use. My thoughts are it's an interesting take, Jack. It's an interesting take. I don't know why you would. Why would you go for Why would you go for your sister, for your daughter that you hardly knew? Why wouldn't you go for her? Maybe you could buy some ice cream for her, bring it onto the shop, buy her a new teddy bear or something. As you do with your children. But no, you don't. You just throw her in the way. It's just not on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know how to feel about this. Fuck you, Jack. I guess.
No, yeah, agreed. It's just fucking. It's just infuriating. But you can understand why Penny's relationship with Jack has never been good. He's just a knob. There we are. He's just a fucking knob. Other words are available that I would use, but not on a podcast.
Is Jack's tattoo real, or is that added on?
What tattoo? I'm probably real.
On his shoulder?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was just added on for the show.
Uh-huh. But yeah. Denise thanks Penny and Harry have a heart-to-heart about loving parents. Harry explains his mum was never really there for him, but his dad is. She has the choice about whether to go to the police, but she chooses against it. Denise thanks Jack for choosing Chelsea, and he's pretty uncaring about Penny. She sends him a message saying, have it your way, and they are content knowing Chelsea's off the hook. Penny takes the high road and understands that Jordan's life isn't worth ruining, and she accepts that he needs a proper childhood. Jack, on the other hand, she says she will ruin him. Morning after, we get another look at the shirtless big man Jack, who's lovely and buff, and look at him, yummy, 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 scrummy, scrummy, scrummy. Be a better dad, Jack, but at least you're fit.
He's a dilf. He is a dilf.
Penny takes she heads out to try and get to the salon as Chelsea is spotting Jordan, and Kim is wondering if Jack and her are gonna have another go at things. Lauren has a meal with Penny and needs to know if she was being genuine yesterday about ruining Jack. She says she'll get over it and she's not going to do anything stupid. Penny sees Denise and Chelsea. Denise thanks her for saving her, but she remarks about Jordan. Kim is trying to bend over backwards, help Penny in any way possible, and Penny tries to manipulate Denise by saying, look, I don't know how you did it either after Jack and Stacey. Jack made an awful mistake, hurts everyone, and then we all come running back to him. And Denise is like, I'm not going to be rattled by you. And then she goes to the pub and sees Jack and Stacey hug, and she gets fucking rattled to the fucking core. And so... and Penny tells Harry she wants his help. She wants Harry to use that Penny... basically to prove that Jack's a bent copper. He wants to prove that to gain leverage over him. All that to get Penny 10% of all his dodgy dealings in the Archers. She wants him to press it and to leverage it, but he doesn't bite, and she yells at him. Denise didn't go to the Vic after all. They head back to the house. She says she needs to talk about Stacey. She needs to know about what really happened, and Jack just fucking sulks her out. He sulks for a solid 30 seconds, just drinking his wine like, what? What, you mean we got to talk about the affair that I had? Fuck off. He wonders if he hasn't proved enough of how much he cares about Denise, but she has 1,000 questions. How it started? What does she kiss better than me? Was the sex better? I need to know, Jack. I need to know.
How did the penis feel in her pussy? I need to know.
Jackie explains how the relationship was doomed after Ravi, and this confrontation ends with Denise accepting the divorce. Get fucked, Jack. Get fucked. He storms out the house and bumps into Harry. Harry says, what are you going to do? Put me in a wheelchair? So Jack fucking chins him while Tommy is recording. So fucking Harry now has a video of Jack Branning punching him in the fucking face. And Harry calls Penny, tells her he's in, and he's got footage of big man Jack thumping him one. I look forward to seeing this, because I'm fucking sick of Jack as well. I want him to fall. Does this culminate in a Max Branning return? Possibly, maybe, perhaps, maybe, hopefully. But, yeah, fucking Jack. He's getting the who needs slapping down. The fucking prick. But yeah. That's the week of EastEnders. It was a pretty good one, all things considered. I didn't really know I cared about the Brannings this much, but they ended up being quite a good family, and I've enjoyed this week. That was pretty much dedicated to them. Always a fan of the new Mitchells. Do love them. Love Barney. He is a little favourite of mine. I like Avani as well. It's nice to see she's getting some storylines too. It was a pretty easy week to get through, and yeah, all in all, pretty good. What do you reckon, mate?
Excuse me. It was a good week. We've got some nonsense. We've got some gobshites. You know, all the usual on EastEnders that you expect from the BBC. So yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing where this goes. With Jack, I wonder if they're going to prove he's a bent copper. I thought the only bent copper was Callum, but still.
Way, because he's gay. Way,
lads.
way.
Lads.
Not a funny joke.
Not a funny joke. Just had to make it. So yeah, I look forward to see what it's going to be like with Jack's a corrupt copper. Hopefully this means Jack...
he's earned his fucking. He deserves the shit that he's gonna get, and I look forward to it.
And I look forward to seeing what happens with, what's the nun's called again?
Mason.
I look forward to what happens to Mason Ryan. It's gonna be interesting. His name's not Mason Ryan, but out there. But
that's another shit joke.
That's another shit joke. I look forward to what's happening with Mason. I look forward to next week for war between the Panasaurs and the Mitchells. That's gonna be fun. I hope Phil does like a 5-year-old. What a 5-year-old do? He hides behind a bin and he's like, guys, that's gonna be funny. We TP the house. We throw eggs at the door.
Toilet paper on the house. It's gonna be funny.
We throw eggs at the door. Wouldn't that be hilarious? And you just see Teddy just stood there like, Philip.
Teddy with like a tasteful egg yolk just chilling on his fucking shiny head. Sounds like a plan, Phil. Sounds rubbing it in.
But yeah, I look forward to next week. It's also fun seeing Penny actually maybe getting some revenge on her dad.
About time.
And I'm looking forward to the next week. Time for the awards, unless you have some closing thoughts.
Awards.
Yep. Start us on.
Yep. He's having a ree in the corner. Just don't mind that. But yeah, awards. Underrated. Barney immediately.
Barney, yeah, we're both going for Barney.
The Keanu Taylor Award of Excellence.
Oh, most wooden. Am I allowed to nominate Mason Stiffy?
No.
Okay. That is banned. Okay. Most wooden.
Hold on. Have you seen how fucking ridiculous this camera focus? Look at it. It's going off and on in like seconds. Like, on and off. Like, why the fuck's that happening? You seeing that shit? I'm not just seeing.
I'm seeing it.
All right.
On
and off. My chair's flickering.
All right. I'm going for a penny throw on Chelsea. There you go, into the bins.
I'm going for my fucking chair because it's starting to creak like a proper wood fucking thing. It's starting to creak like a motherfucker. I'm scared that I'm gonna have to get a new one.
And who needs slapping down? Mason.
Big man Jack.
Mason for me.
Or Mason also works.
And that's the awards. Thank you for watching.
That's the awards. That's the podcast.
We're live on twitch.tv/Watching Walford, where you can join us every Monday and Thursday. Monday we record the Reddit videos and maybe watch a Christmas special. And on the Thursday we do the podcast and then we fuck off because we're going to record wrestling content. Maybe not this week, maybe we will. So I hope you enjoy this. Any closing thoughts? Anything you want to say, or shall we send it off?
No, send it off.
See ya.